There are a lot of things in the world that goes completely against our expectations. Computer keyboards have more germs than a toilet seat. Broccoli isn't actually a vegetable, it's a flower. The 63 building in Seoul only has 60 floors. And if you have fried chicken and beer, they both won't digest well. Shimek, chicken and beer and chicken. They weren't they supposed to be a match made in heaven or something? But apparently, since they both have high in fat, they inhibit digestion when consumed together. Still, it's Saturday night and I'm craving for Shimek. What do you all have planned for tonight? This is Kevin's Upbeat. Wow, that was Hello Venuses, 오늘 뭐해? What are you doing today? That was our first song on Saturday, August 9th. Hello guys, I'm Kevin from Zell. On Saturday nights, especially in the summer, I'm sure everyone craves a bit of chicken and beer. Chimek! I can't believe that they're actually bad for you when they're eaten together. Chimek's not only a delicious combination that's been fooling us, also 맥당. Do you guys what 맥당 is? It's beer and peanuts, 맥주와 땅콩, and 소삼. 소삼, do you know what 소삼 is? 소주 and 삼겹살, or grilled pork belly. 소삼. These combinations all give you an overload of fat, and they're bad for your body. You should have beer with fruit and 삼겹살 with wine. Well, that sounds terrible, isn't it? Well, I never tried samgyeopsal with wine. I've tried beer and fruit. It's good. Fruit goes out with good with everything, I guess. Anyways, you know what sounds like better combination? Kevin and Hotbeat listeners. Sounds great, doesn't it? Now here is how you can tune in. We've got FM stations in Jeju Island, and these are the areas that you can find out. 88.7 in Jeju, 88.1 in Seogwipo, 101.9 in Daejeong, and we've got terrestrial DMB as well. You can also tune in to us from New York in the US via snbus.com or SNB Radio. On weekends, you can also listen in from Radio Korea in Los Angeles and Hawaii. And I'd love to hear from you guys, so leave us your comments, messages, and song requests here on our Happy Message board at www.arirangradio.com/hotbeat. You can write your messages in any languages. Today on Once Upon a Time, we're going to take a trip into the past. Then on part 2, we'll be talking about the particular theme on Tell Me Something. Now let's kick off today's Hotbeat with 2 songs. 난 사랑을 아직 몰라, I don't know love yet by IU, and Jay에게 to Jay by Ben. Ladies and gentlemen, special announcement. Arirang Radio's 11th anniversary K-pop concert. When? 7 p.m. Friday, August 22nd. Where? Jeju Art Center. Guests: Park Myung-soo, Crayon Pop, Skull, Wings, Kamulchi, and Transfiction. Ticket distribution from August 6th, Jeju Arirang Radio, Jeju Venture Maru Building, 8th floor. Seoul Arirang Tower, 8th floor. Ticket distribution can be done up to 2 tickets per person. Ticket holders will be seated on the first come, first served basis. Now, 2 big surprise events are in store for all participants, so check out our website at www.arirang.co.kr. Welcome aboard the time machine of Once Upon a Time. Starting this week, we'll be turning back time once a week, guys. Bon voyage! On this segment, we take a trip down memory lane like our grandmothers do when they tell us stories of the good old days. Well, today we're going back to the August 2001. Now, what were the biggest headlines of August 2001? Korea Entertainment Producers Association refuses to appear on MBC. Now, in the summer of 2008, a current events program on MBC ran an expose on the slave contracts between producers and celebrities. The Korea Entertainment Producers Association protested against the report, saying that it was groundless and singers, TV personalities, comedians, and MCs begin to boycott MBC. Now, some of the celebrities who refused to appear were singers like Kim Gun-mo, 조성모, G.O.D., Park Jin-young, 엄정화, Finkel, and TV personalities like 이영애, 이미연, 안재욱, 차태현, 남희석, 신동엽. Can you imagine trying to run a TV program, TV network without them? Next, Korea's first audition program. SBS came out with Korea's first audition program called 99% Challenge. JYP Park Jin-young appeared on the show as a judge and mentor for aspiring young singers. Now, 2AM's Chokwon, the Wonder Girls Sunhae, made their first public appearances through this show. So, if you check out the website on the search engine, you will see the younger version of Chokwon and also younger version of Sunhae. Next, top summer trendy word, 헐, 헐, 대박, 헐. In the summer of 2001, everyone in Korea was saying 헐. It's an exclamation that can be used when you're surprised, when you're amazed, or when you've done something pointless. It's a word that used a lot today. So everybody, 1, 2, 3, are you guys ready? 1, 2, 3, 헐. My Sassy Girl opens in theaters. The movie My Sassy Girl, featuring Chun Ji-yeon, opened in theaters and became the second biggest hit of the year in Korea. It also became a Hallyu movie popular in Japan, China, the Southeast Asia, and Chun Ji-yeon was as beautiful back then as she is today. Now, alright, let's listen to some more music before we continue with the songs. 난 여자가 있는데, I Have a Girlfriend by Park Jin-young, and I Believe by Shin Seung-hoon. You've just heard 난 여자가 있는데, I Have a Girlfriend by Park Jin-young, and I Believe by Shin Seung-hoon. We're continuing on with the Once Upon a Time. Let's take a look at the major entertainment news of the time. An Jae-wook got get his big break in China. Now, Korea's first big Hallyu star, An Jae-wook's popularity hits its peak in the summer of 2001. An Jae-wook became a star in China through the drama Star in My Heart. His first and second album flew off the shelves in China, reaching a total of 500,000 copies sold by August 2001. His popularity then was as impressive as that Kim Soo-hyun and Lee Min-ho today. Kang Won-rae and Kim Song tied the note. 10 years after of dating, clones Kang Won-rae and Kolla's Kim Song became officially married. Now, in 2000, when Clone was at the height of its career, Kang Won-rae was involved in the motorcycle accident that left him a paraplegic. The couple was able to stay strong even in the face of that crisis and became husband and wife. They recently had a son. Congratulations! Park Kyung-lim and Shinhwa Kim Do-won's scandal. Now, rumor began flying out Park Kyung-lim and Shinhwa's member Kim Do-won, but it was later revealed that it was a story made up by Park Kyung-lim herself. The two celebrities are good friends, and Park Kyung-lim once mentioned in an interview that she jokingly confessed to Kim Do-won that got blown out of proportion and people thought they were dating for a while. Of course, that was all later revealed to be false. Now, those were the big entertainment headlines of August 2001. We will be continuing some songs. Here is All Your Dreams by Shinhwa and 당신은 모르실 거야. You will never know by Finkel. You've just heard All Your Dreams by Shinhwa and 당신은 모르실 거야. You will never know by Finkel. We're traveling back through time with our Saturday segment, Once Upon a Time. Let's take a look at the major entertainment news of that time. Music charts. We had entertainment news, but now music charts for August 2001. First, number 7, Kim Hyun-jung's You Who Left, 떠난 너. Long Leg Beauty Kim Hyun-jung came out with another great song. It was a dreamy song, very different from her previous dance tracks. Okay, number 6 is Park Hyo-shin's Yearning, 동경. Okay, this was a title track of Park Hyo-shin's second album and a song that highlighted Park Hyo-shin's low range. This album was created with the help of big-name musicians like Kim Dong-ryul and Yoo Hee-yeol. Number 5, Park Jin-young's I Have a Girl, 난 여자가 있는데. Hey. Now, this was a song on Park Jin-young's sixth album and became controversial because of his lyrics. Park Jin-young is famous for writing songs based on personal experience. Now, what was the case? Was that the case with this song as well? I think so, because I think he talked about this song that it was one of his experiences. So, All right, number 4, Brown Eyes, 벌써 1년, already 1 year. Brown Eyes, already 1 year. This is the title track of Brown Eyes, a duo made up of Yoongun and Nar. After their debut, Brown Eyes was able to sell 700,000 albums without a single live performance or broadcast appearance. Amazing! Number 3, Shinhwa's All Your Dreams. Yeah. This was Shinhwa's third album, and All Your Dreams was a hit to follow up the title track, Yo! The song had a striking performance, makeup style, and strong sounds. Now, number 2, Baek Ji-young's Sad Salsa. Awesome! This was Baek Ji-young's second album, released in 2000. The title track, Dash, was hugely popular. And the next year, the song Sad Salsa also became a hit and started a salsa dance trend in Korea. Now, we'll be finding out the top song of August 2001 after some music. 떠난 너, You Who Left by Kim Hyun-jung, and Sad Salsa by Baek Ji-young. You've just heard 떠난 너, You Who Left by Kim Hyun-jung, and Sad Salsa by Baek Ji-young. You're listening to Once Upon a Time. Now, what was the top song of August 2001? It was Cool's Jumbo Mambo. Yes, this was a song on the 6th album from the group Cool. Cool was able to hit number 1 with every new song they released, and this was no different at all. It was a fun song that showed Cool's trademark sense of humor. 같이 삽시다, 살아봅시다. Alright, the time machine of Once Upon a Time is returning to the present. Join me again next week. Okay, here is some song, actually top song of August 2001. Jumbo Mambo by Cool. Jumbo Mambo, Shakalina Lina. Yeah, that was a song from Jumbo Mambo by Cool. Alright guys, actually it's already time to wrap up part 1 of Hot Beat, but I'll be back in second half. This is actually another song from the chart, music chart from August 2001. It's a song from Park Hyo-shin, 동경, Yearning. And also, as you all know, Park Hyo-shin, recently he came up with a song, 야생화, right? And it's a very good song. So if you have chance to listen to one of Park Hyo-shin's song, please listen to 야생화 as well. Anyway, this is a song from, Park Hyo-shin, 동경, Yearning. Ladies and gentlemen, you're about to listen to the Hot Beat. All the sexy girls out there, are you ready to join? BET Hot Beat. Alright, welcome back to the second hour of Hot Beat. That was 행복, Happiness by Red Velvet. Let me tell you again how you can tune into Hot Beat. We've got FM stations in Jeju Island, and these are the areas that you can find out. 88.7 in Jeju, 88.1 in Seogwipo, 101.9 in Daejeong, and we've got terrestrial DMB as well. You can also tune into us from New York in the US via snbus.com or SNB Radio. If you got a smartphone, just search for Arirang Radio in your app store. It's a free app. ARIRANGRADIO, Arirang Radio. You can listen to our program on the move and leave your comments through the smartphone Arirang Radio app. Also, you can listen to Arirang Radio through TuneIn. It's an online radio service site with 40 million users worldwide. You can download TuneIn through Google Play or the App Store. And I'd love to hear from you guys, so leave us your comments, messages, and song requests here on our Hotbeat message board at www.arirangradio.com/hotbeat. You can write your messages in any languages. Now, let me give you an announcement as well. August 21st is a 500-day anniversary of Hot Beat! Woohoo! We'll be talking and taking congratulations message on our message board. Please congratulate us and tell us about your best memories with Hot Beat. We'll be reading them on our 500-day broadcast. One of you will also receive a one-of-a-kind special gift. So please send in your messages. Now, here's some more music for you. 한여름 밤의 꿀, Midsummer Night's Sweetness by Sunny and Reina, and I Can't by 2 p.m. Ladies and gentlemen, special announcement. Arirang Radio's 11th anniversary K-pop concert. When? 7 p.m. Friday, August 22nd. Where? Jeju Art Center. Guests: Park Myung-soo, Crayon Pop, Skull, Wings, Kamuchi, and Transfiction. Ticket distribution from August 6th, Jeju Arirang Radio, Jeju Venture Maru Building, 8th floor. Seoul Arirang Tower, 8th floor. Ticket distribution can be done up to 2 tickets per person. Ticket holders will be seated on the first-come, first-served basis. Now, 2 big surprise events are in store for all participants, so check out our website at www.arirang.co.kr. On this segment, we get to talk about anything we want with this one theme each week. It's Tell Me Something. On this week's Tell Me Something, the question was, if you could return the past for just 1 hour, when would you go to and what would you do? 만약 1시간만 과거로 돌아가 볼 수 있다면 언제로 가서 뭘 할까? That was the question from the for the Tell Me Something for this week, provided that you couldn't go back to win a lottery or do anything else that would change the future. When would you choose to return to? And what would you do for an hour? Now, we'll be talking and taking a look at your answers after some music. 1분 1초, 1 minute 1 second by Jiyeon, and 하루만 더, One More Day by Chocolat. 1분 1초, 1 minute 1 second by Jiyeon, and 하루만 더, One More Day by Chocolat. You're listening to Tell Me Something. This week's topic is, if you could return to the past for just 1 hour, when would you go to and what would you do? Now let's get started. Takako from Japan. I would go back May 1st. That's the day that I shouted, I love you so much to Kwangyo Oppa. He smiled and waved at me and I was so happy. So I would go back to that point and shout even louder, Kwangyo Oppa, I love you! If I keep shouting, maybe he'll accept my love. I love you, Enzel. Seungin from Korea. I would go back to the time when my boyfriend broke up with me. I want to ask him why he dumped me. Even though it was 7 years ago, why did I just accept the fact that he was leaving me? If I was going to lose him anyway, I should have at least thrown a cup of water in his face. Anyway, I wanted to go back and ask him why he wanted to break up with me. What did I did wrong? Have you ever been dumped for no apparent reason, Kevin? Mamiko from Japan. I would want to go back to the beginning of time and see how the universe was first created. Oh, that'll be okay. I want to look around for an hour. Maybe I'll run into Adam and Eve. Oh, that's interesting. Adam and Eve. Now, we will continue after some music. Here is 하루만, Just One Day by 방탄소년단 BTS. And 이건 아니지 않나 싶어. It's not it. It's not Wanted by 조PD and Tapdog. 하루만, Just One Day by 방탄소년단 BTS. And 이건 아니지 않나 싶어. It's not Wanted by 조PD and Tapdog. Tell me something, what you guys on right now. This week's topic was, if you could return to the past for just 1 hour, when would you go to, and what would you do? Let's continue with your messages. Kimina from Korea. Hi Kevin, it's Ina. Last November I got a little sick, but I didn't think much of it. So it got worse and worse. And then, 2 days before the ZEA concert, I had to go to the emergency room because I had a huge infection. I stayed a night and got surgery next day. I asked my doctor from my hospital bed whether I go out for just a few hours so I could go to the ZEA concert, and he just yelled at me, so I was so sad that I started crying. If I could go back in time, I would go back to a week before my surgery and get myself checked out at a big hospital. Then I wouldn't have needed surgery, and I would have been able to go to the concert. Oh, no. Kim Myungju from Korea. When I was freshman in high school, I had a crush on my English teacher. Ooh, I guess something was both bothering him because I saw him often sitting outside on the bench thinking. If I could go back in time, I would go back to that year and sit with him, drink coffee, and telling him how I feel about him. I was actually thinking about him, but he ended up quitting his job. If I had told him how I felt, maybe we could have been our school's first teacher-student couple. Wow. I guess it will seem more beautiful because it's just a memory now. Rinka from Japan. Hello, Kevin. I would go back to November 18th, 2012. Why is that? Do you remember that day? Oh. It's when ZEA 5 had a huge hug event in Fukuoka in Japan. That was the first time I saw a ZEA member up close. I got autographs from ZEA 5 and hugs as well. I told you guys that you're my ideal type because you're a good singer and dancer and cook, and you have a great smile. You smiled at me and hugged me. I want to return to that time and get another hug from you. Woo! Song request is Fiancé by ZEA 5. Manahel Ali from Saudi Arabia. If I could go back in time, I would return to the time before my grandmother passed away. Oh, I would look after her and hold her hand when she was scared. I feel I'm really sorry to hear that, Ali. We will be back after some music. Heaven by Ailey and Healing by Yoo Sung-eun. Okay, you've just heard Heaven by Ailey and Healing by Yoo Sung-eun. On Tell Me Something, we talked about set themes every week. Today is, if you could return to the past for just 1 hour, when would you go to and what would you do? Now we will continue with your messages. Park Soo-jung from Korea. I would go back to the 6 months ago. Why is that? When I bought the latest smartphone, I would go back and stop me from buying that smartphone. I'm so addicted to my phone now, and I'm holding it 24 hours a day. I took it with me to the bathroom and hold it when I was sleeping. I hate myself for it, but I can't make myself stop. If I could go back in time, I would never buy this smartphone. Oh. Lee Seung-hee from Korea. I think I'll go back to the tteokbokki or stir-fried rice cakes shop in front of my elementary school. Their tteokbokki, their stir-fried rice cakes, was the best I ever had. But the store is closed down now. I still remember how it tastes. I would just eat tteokbokki for an hour. And if I had time left over, I would ask the owner for the recipe. Oh, that's a good idea. Yu Kyung from Korea. I believe in living for the present. So I'm not really interested in going back to the past. But if it were possible, I guess I would go back to college. I'm kind of like you, Kevin. I've never told someone I liked how I felt about them. There was someone I had crush on in college, but I just liked him by myself for 2 years and then sent him away to the military. I never saw him after that. I would go back in time, tell him how I felt, and then have a date for an hour. Alright, thank you everyone else who sent this message. Now here is some more music for you, and I'll tell you my, where I should go and when I should go back in time. 명순의 떡볶이, 명수 stir-fried rice cake by 박명수 featured by 김예림, and 이하이, it's over by, yes, I just say 이하이 and it's over. Yes, 이하이's It's Over. You've just heard 명순의 떡볶이, 명수's stir-fried rice cake by 박명수 featured by 김예림 and UL, and It's Over by 이하이. This week's topic, if you could return to the past for just 1 hour, when would you go to and what would you do? For me, guys, that was a good idea from our messages. Adam and Eve era. I'll go back and I'll tell Eve to not eat that apple. 사과 그거 드시면 안 된다고 말씀을 드리겠습니다. Eve한테. And Adam as well. Yes. Pretty smart, huh? Yes. Well, because maybe the language is totally different. Maybe they don't speak English or they don't speak Korean or Chinese, whatever. I would just go, 안 돼요. 안 돼요. Yeah, I'll stop them from that apple thing. Anyways. Well, let me tell you next week's topic. In celebration of Rose Day, August 14th, we'll be talking about love confessions. Yes, next week's 주제는 나 이런 프로포즈 받고 싶다. 또는 나 이런 프로포즈 해주고 싶다. 또는 나 이런 프로포즈 받아봤다. You can tell me about confessions you received, confessions you want to try, or confessions that you want to wish that you receive, memories, fantasies, anything related to love confessions are welcome. We will be reading through your messages next week. Remember, the earlier you send your message, the higher your chance of getting on the air. Now, that's all for tonight's Tell Me Something. I'll be back with more of your messages next week. Our last song for this segment is 보고 싶어 운다, Miss You Crying by Lynn. Alright, it's time to say goodbye to Hot Beat for Saturday, August 9th. I'll be back tomorrow. Here's our last song. 너 없는 내일, Tomorrow Without You by 이정. I'll see you guys. 안녕!